Okay, welcome to your reading, Gemini. So, I pulled the runes, as I'm saying in every video. You guys got Yira, and I sat with it, meditated with it, and it has different meanings. So I found the meaning that I feel speaks to and for Gemini. Okay, so let me shuffle the money and the law of attraction card. Okay, and this is, and I don't explain it in all the videos, but the meaning behind pulling this card is more of survival and a means to the goal and the happiness of your life as our world is structured. So let's find a card for Gemini. Okay, so let's use this one. Whatever I desire, I can acquire. I like that. It's the third card in the deck. Hopefully you guys can see that good. Okay, the third card. Whatever I desire, I can acquire. All right, and it's basically about using, and you can pause it, okay, to read it if you wish. All right, and it's believing in yourself and in the time that it takes for you to manifest what you want. All right, and just realizing that, and really always going within, always knowing your purpose and your own personal power. Okay, and working in harmony with that, and know that you can achieve it. So you can pause it and see what you want to perceive from it. Okay, so that is your card. Let's find your spirit animal. Let's change it up a bit. Instead of doing the tarot first, let's do the spirit animal. All right, so he has a koala, and it's about empathy, right? Speak less and listen more. And as a air sign, a communicative sign, communicating with others, you want to maybe be like a fly on the wall or in the room and being more silent. And this is where we learn. So whenever a Gemini is silent, people are always like, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? You know, or anyone, regardless of their sign, is silent. It's like, you know, sometimes you just want to be quiet and take things in. It all depends on what you were going through in your life at that time, right? So let's see what the 11 cards are for Gemini. Let's focus on that. So let me lay out the cards. And then I'm going to start it a little bit further over. And then the 11th card. All right. Why not put it there? So let's go to the rune. All right. So the rune that Gemini has is Yira, right? Jera. And what I pulled out of the card, because I pulled the cards and I figured, okay, this is what I want to focus on, that I feel intuitively for Gemini, is that all things flow in their own natural cycle, like life, death, and the seasons. So just allowing things to be the way that they are, allow things to flow in the way that they are flowing, and not trying to make something, you know, like don't feel pressure, Gemini, to do anything that you don't want to do, that you feel like, you know what, this is not for me. You know, if you feel like you don't want to do something, or you don't want to force something, you can take it to mean that way in your life. Don't force it to happen. You know, things need to be the way they need to be, and you can't really worry about what someone may interpret it to mean, you know, or what have you. You just have to do what you feel is going to put you in balance, put you in harmony. Okay, so let's look at the tarot. We have the the Empress. This is a major arcana. And this is about you really figuring out what works best for you. I really feel that. You know, the Empress card, what it's saying in this reading, I feel, is doing what is best for you and what you can handle. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that has to be happy with whatever your surrounding is, whatever it is that you have to handle. You are the one that at the end of the day is responsible for the way you feel, the experiences that you're having, okay? And being a major arcana, and whenever you start out with the major arcana, any of them as a card, it's really going to set the tone for the rest of the reading, okay? And I feel like this is, you have to be kind of like married to yourself, the mother of yourself, being compassionate to yourself. You have to really find the right ingredients, the right application that will work for you to find purpose in what you're doing and any kind of ideas that you have, right? So moving forward, that you are comfortable and all your needs are met. The King of Cups is very compassionate, but even in a love reading, you're going to want someone that's compassionate for you, okay? So if you look at this as a love reading, you need someone that's compassionate for you, that's going to, and it could be a partnership, but also for love. That way the path towards your success with the Ace of Coins is a smooth one, okay? You want that path to be smooth. You don't want to or shouldn't feel like everything or anything has to be a struggle. If it's a struggle, then you shouldn't be a part of it because it's not for you. It should flow, you know, not that everything should be easy, but it should flow at a nice pace. Now you have the Knight of Coins, and it's focusing on your hard work, your responsibility, but it also can mean that inspiration or that idea, okay, that will bring forth your natural skills for whatever your work is, that service that you're going to be doing, right? And realizing your responsibility and the hard work behind it. But first you're going to find that inspiration. Then you have another knight popping in, and it's the Knight of Cups. And the cups, you think of it as that water element, okay, right? So that nurturing energy, okay, the emotions as well, okay. And when you get the Knight, and what I like is that the Knight is really the next step to the King and the Queen, right? And the Page comes before the Knight. So the Knight is like that confidence in offering, extending peace, but you have to have peace within yourself first, right? So the Knight of Cups is really saying to you, have confidence, right? And it's also saying to you, welcome new beginnings into your life. Then we have the Eight of Coins, and the Eight of Coins is about you putting in the work that you need to get done and not being afraid to actually get it ready for whatever it is that you want to do, okay? So work on it, understand whatever it is that you're going through, work on it, understand it, and move forward. The Knight of Staves is like that fiery energy where you have to really pull it in from deep within you to have you move forward. And you're getting a lot of knights, so I feel like you have to fight for what is really yours, meaning that it's within, you're in your own world doing your own thing. So it represents traveling, you know, maybe traveling to realize what it is that you need to know and where you need to go. You don't have to physically travel. I feel like it's both physical travel and spiritual travel, and really tapping into what is unknown, but realizing that it is known. You just have to piece the things together, right? And even changing where you live also, okay? Changing where you live. And I feel like it could be physical, but it could also be spiritual, where it's changing your perspective on what you're thinking. The Knight of Swords this is really cool. It's like a peaceful stance, but you know that you're about no joke. So when you're moving forward, make sure that you are not playing around with yourself and you're not playing around with anybody. This is the Knight of Swords, and using your words to be clear and being brave and showing your skills, okay? And know that you're capable of meeting whatever task you're doing. Now you have the King of Staves, okay? And making something out of nothing in the most positive way, knowing your strength, knowing your wisdom. And people might think, oh, that is so easy. Nothing is easy. It comes from your hard work. It comes from you being rightful and just, right? Being balanced, right? So this King of Rods or King of Wands or King of Staves is really saying you're being noble and honest, okay? And you're fair, okay? And you're spiritually aware and you're in control of yourself. Bottom line, okay? And you have all these kings popping out for you. Let's move these babies over. I'm putting this to a tilt because it's the last card. It's the 11th card. Now you have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords, even though the King of Swords is about using the words the right way, the King of Swords is quiet and silent, because the king is listening to everything, piecing it together, pulling out all the BS and saying, okay, this is what needs to happen. It's a very mature mind, okay, and is confident, okay, and it's in control, all right, and it's all about the law, the authority, okay. So, you know, mirror whatever situation you're in, and that is a good way to be. It's not being yourself. We're not saying don't be you, but mirror the situation, okay? Because if you try to be too good in a situation that's negative, you're going to lose. You know, sometimes you have to treat people the way they're treating you, but in a different way, so that you don't look like the ass, right? I don't know. Okay, so you have the 8 of Rods, okay? And it's all about things moving or approaching you, goals coming towards you, promises coming to be a success. But things are moving fast and swift, okay? But whatever you hope for, you really are passionate for, make sure that you put yourself in alignment for that to happen. You can't just want it. You have to have that practice about it, okay? So Gemini, I hope you enjoy your reading. Support the full moon and new moon videos coming up. On the 15th is a new moon in Taurus, and there's a full moon in Sagittarius on the 29th. I don't want to go into it too much. Just support those videos. There's a lot to learn for each sign. All right, peace.